Hey guys, welcome to the stream. So, let's just get right into it today. So, last time we left off with all of this. So, it's the coffee machine, the cookie, the mug, and the table, desk, etc. Here's server storage. But today, what I want to do, I want to create, whenever the mug touches this, which we've already done, the mug goes there, and it looks like it's pouring coffee. I want to also do some other things, but that's generally the main thing, and that'll take probably the most amount of time. So let's get right into this. First, what we're going to need to do is go into the coffee machine, and wherever, or it might be the mug. Yeah, inside this mug, coffee mug, I think. No, it's inside the machine. Oh, the part's here. Sorry. So, in the script, what it's going to do, it creates a clone. But we want the clone, we're going to change the clone to workspace. So, that's that. Then, let's just get a mug here. And we're just going to track the position. So move down like that. That's how it's going to be. So we need to get the position of the union position. So just going to copy that. And the orientation. So 0, 180, 90. Okay, so once we've got that, we're going to delete this mug. And we're going to go into here. So cm dot position equals vector3 dot new, and then the number. So that's going to be where the mug's going to be. And then cm dot orientation equals and vector3 dot new 0, 180, 90. So that should work. So let's go into play. Let's just see if it will move its position to wherever it needs to go. So we got the mug. For some reason, it's not. So what we need to figure out is maybe we need to make it anchored. Right? So let's try and get anchored. For some reason it's still going there. Any errors? Line 8. Anchored. Oh! Oh! That's why. So, we need to set these 3 anchored, not whatever the other one is. So cm dot. So this may take a while. Handle. And then that makes sense. So we can just copy this. So everything's going to need to go 3 times. Oh, but they're not the same. Let's just test this. So we go here, set the position to 0, 10, 0, 20, 10. Just go towards it. No, that's not going to work. Which is a little bit unfortunate. Handle? If we just do the handle, it might just work. We do need to also set all of these. cm.parent cm.parts anchored equals true. Let's just see if this is right. Hopefully it is. If not, I do have another solution. No, because it's only moving the handle there. So instead of doing that for now, what we're going to do, we're going to get rid of that and this. Wait, let me just stay like that for a minute. So basically what we're going to do, we're just going to clone this. We're just going to clone this right. Oh. Clone it. Move it. So doing the exact same as last time. But I just need to figure everything out. So, then we're going to this mug, which is here. Oh, we're in the wrong mug, I think. Yep. So we get the position of the union. Copy that. And then we're going to here. So we don't want the empty mug to destroy quite yet. So what we're going to do, empty mug dot position equals vector3 dot empty mug dot, and then we need to do union. I think we took the position of union dot position equals vector3 dot new, and we'll just set that position. And then we're going to get the handle's position, copy that, empty mug dot handle dot position equals vector3 dot new, and then we're going to paste the position in here. Then we're going to wait 3 or wait 5, and we'll see if that works. Also we need to change empty mug dot parent equals and then workspace. Let's see if this works. We do need to delete this mug again. We can change orientation later, but we do need to check if this works for now. So you grab the cup and you just do that. Oh, it does work, but it's not anchored. So we need to anchor it. So empty mug dot handle empty mug dot union dot anchored equals true. Empty mug dot handle dot anchored equals true, and then let's press play. So we're just going to get into the game and we're going to see if this works. So look, there. Now unfortunately you can still pick it up So that's what we need to change next. Local model equals instance dot new model model dot. So then model dot parent equals, and then we need to do model dot parent, and then the model parent is the workspace. So that should work. Empty mode dot handle equals, and then empty mode dot handle dot parent, and then that equals to the model. Same thing goes here, but this time we're going to do union. Also, I'm sorry about not uploading recently. I'm going to get back into it. I've just been busy. So then we get into the game. Grab the mode. So it should be a model. Yep. But we haven't changed the parent for some reason. So we're just going to go into view. Handle. That's not how you spell handle. So we've done them all right. Done those all right. And let's get into the game and see if it works. So you get into the game, grab a coffee, put it in, and as you can see, it's like that. Obviously that came, but that wasn't intentional yet. But you can see inside this model is these. So now we need to make the little stick which will add the coffee in. So what I need to check is the material of the coffee. So part, material. So I use concrete. So what we're going to do, we're going to use concrete, we're going to make a cylinder, and we're going to rotate it. We're going to scale it, just like that, and we're just going to size 0.5, and then we'll do 5.5. I think I might have done that wrong. First value is, yeah, 2, yeah, there we go. We do actually need to make it like 0.1, 0.1, over here. So then we need to just gently place it up into here and then find the position. So let me just do that so that it's easy for me. And we're going to go here. So let me just change that to there. That to there. That over there. Let's just change the size to 0.8. Wait, 0.08 I mean. And then let's just change this. Change the material to concrete. So then that's our thing what will go there. We just need to set the transparency to 1. So then what we're going to do, game.workspace dot, and then we need to do, let's just name this drink, game.workspace.drink dot transparency equals 0. So then we'll go into here. Let's just test if that works. So you grab the mug, you go to the copy machine, it goes in, we'll fix the orientation soon. For some reason the transparency, oh, we do need to anchor. And set can collide to false, and then we're going to get into the game. Let's see if it works this time. And get mug. See? Looks like it's pouring in. And then obviously we're going to fix that. So once we've done that, we're going to change cn.parent to character. And we're going to need to set the orientation. Let's just move this. Rotate it. And then let's move it again. So, the orientation of the handle 90, 0, 90, 0. The orientation of the union 180, 90. So, now we're going to do empty mug dot, and then union dot orientation equals, and then vector3 dot new 0, 180, 90. Empty mug dot handle dot orientation equals, and then vector 3 dot new, and then 0, and then 90, 0. So that looks like it's going well. We do need to destroy several things. We're just going to remove that, put that there. Then we're going to change this to model, destroy, and that's looking like it's working. So let's press play. And we get into here. All we do is remove that mug. This one here. Play. And we do also need to make the transparency of the coffee, of the little drink thing what we named, to invisible. As you can see, it's filling up, and after around about a couple seconds, and then here we've got our coffee again. So now we need to remove that. So then we need to do M, and then once we've done that, we need to go game.workspace.drink transparency equals 1. So now that's 1. So whenever you do it, it should come up. It will come up with something filling it. So let's just try one more time, see if it all works, fits together, and goes all right. Into the game, like that, and as you can see, it's filling up. And you've got your coffee, and you can see that it's done. So once we've done that, we can add such things as washing up dishes, seeing as once you've got your mug, you've got nothing else to do with it really. So also we need to set so that you can't drop cookies or something like that, and you can actually refill these yet. So you can refill coffee, or you could just put it away. So we do need to make sure that you can't drop the cookie. It can be dropped, set that to false. Once we've done that, we'll go out of here, go into this script, and everything looks alright. So once we've done that, what we can do, like our sink, let's get a block out. Let's just make this thicker. Oh. Delete it, and then we're going to make our sink. Rotate it, and here. So once we've done that, we're going to create a union between these two. Oh, first we do actually need to get this, go into model, okay, oh, okay, get that one, union, and as you can see, this is our miniature sink. Doesn't look good for now, but doesn't really matter. Copy that, we'll change the script, it's just that we need an invisible part. So it's going to be like this. So what we're going to do, we're going to go into this part. We're going to get rid of this script.parent.touch connect function touched. So whenever it's touched, it will give a variable of the player who touches it. So just like this, it does that. If touched.parent.name equals, and then what we're going to do should equal coffee mug. Then script.touch.parent destroy. Else if touched, so this is if it doesn't equal to the coffee mug, so let's say it was an empty mug. If touch.parent.name and then equals, I forgot to add that there, and then empty mug, then it's got to be else if touch.parent, and then we're going to destroy it. So let's see how that works. And we get into the game. grab a coffee, just a normal mug, and it's destroyed. So then we grab another coffee mug, fill it up, and then we decide that we're done with it, and then I'll get rid of it. So let's say we have a cookie, shove it in, it doesn't go. So that's the sink. So we've done the coffee machine, sink, the cookie, the mug, and it only leaves one bit to do the bin. So let's just quickly make a bin. Size 5 by 5 by 5. Maybe that's a little bit too big. 2.5, 2.5, 3. Oh. That looks reasonably good. Change the size of this to 2. So 2 by 4 by 2. So we're going to do this. For this one here, we're going to make it into a union. Not a union. I'm going to go to. For this, we're going to union it. And as you can see here, oh, I need to increase this. Actually, we're going to change the colour of the bin to white before we do it. Get it, union it, still too deep. Still, let's try it. Union it, negate it, oh, negate, union. And as you can see, here's our bin, and it's literally going to be the exact same script as this one, except from this one, it's going to be if it's a cookie. So do we also need to make a hand to GUI and anything else? Cookie. So if it equals cookie, then push, got parent, destroy. So it's going to destroy the cookie if you don't want to eat it. We can just move this over because it does look a little bit awkward. Like that. And that's our bin working. So now that we've done that, we're going to make our hand to GUI. So here's how we're going to make it. First we need to go into Start a GUI, add a screen GUI. We're going to change the name to this, name of this to hand to. Add a image, text box and a what's it called? Text button. We're just going to make these transparency 0.8. So we've got the text button. Let's make that a little bit smaller. Change the border to 0. For this text box, the text is going to be, we need to change the colour of the text. So text colour white, text colour white. We don't need it rich, we're going to have scaled. So for the text button, we're going to have text as GIF. And for this button, we're going to have the text as player pick to player's username. So we're going to move this over just like that. So this text box and this text button, we need to change the name of the text of this. Okay. So player's username. Okay. So now that that works, we're going to go into the text button and the local script. Script.parent.mouse button. One click on connect function, like that. And what we're going to do is go into replicate storage, add a remote event, name that remote event, and then hand to game dot script dot parent dot text box. Oh no, we need to script dot parent dot text box, and then dot text, and then we're going to have that as a variable. Local text equals. Now we're actually going to change it to local name. Local name equals, and then that's how that's going to work. Game dot replicate storage dot hand to, and then dot fire server. So this is going to fire the server, and then name. So this is going to be printing the name of the server. So let's just test if this all works by printing name. So before we do that, we're going to make, using this plugin, we're going to make sure that everything's scaled correct. So text button, scale, and the text button, scale. So that's, now that that's all good, we'll just go to play. What we're going to do, we're going to test if it works, so it will print. So if we go, let's say, hi, give, hello, give, I like teddies, give, smart, and just like keep on saying stuff, etc. in the output. You see that it also says it here. So now that we know that it works, we'll go into here, and we'll just create a script inside the script service. So script game.replicate storage.hand to on server events, go on connect function, player, and then what we're going to do, give. So if player, no, what we're going to do, local, no, we can do this, if player, first we're going to actually need some variables. Local character equals game dot workspace find first child player dot name. Local character to give equals game dot workspace find first child, and then give dot name. What we're going to do, we're going to go in here. Actually, it can just be like that. If character find first child, which is a, and then tool Going first child, which is a tool. Yep. Then character, and then what we're going to do, character colon character dot. Well, what we're going to do, we're going to find tool. So local tool equals character find first child, which is a tool, and first child, which is the tool, and then tool dot parent equals give. That should all work. So we'll just test it out. We're going to go to view, and let me just get it all up. So we're in. I am this player here, and for some reason, oh yep, the bin's not anchored, but we can get to that later. Now what we're going to do, we're going to, oh, for some reason my mouse isn't showing, which is a little bit weird. Either way, it don't matter. So username, what we're going to do, I think it's player2, give. Oh, only both did player. So we go on to server, instance expected, got string. So, oh, it's got to be character to give. So, I'm just going to close this back down, and we'll try again in a couple minutes. So, that seemed to not work. We're going to here, character to give. So, that seems like it's all working, but for some reason, what's happened is that this, I think that we're both named player 1, but I'll check in a minute. Either way, we'll go into here, and let me go and do it back again. So, I am this player, I am player 1 in this case. So I'll get the cookie, then I'm going to give it to player 2, give. Let's just go and check if there's an error. There's no error. So, I'm assuming that we're all just named player 2, which is a little bit random, really doesn't matter. Just in case, we're going to use printing, just to check. So print work 1, and then we're just going to copy this, print worked 2, and print works 3. Let's just go into a normal one, and let's press play, and we just get into it. So we'll just load in. So we're going to view, output, and then we're going to grab a cookie, U2675, give it. So it all works. It gave me the cookie, and let's just say that. Let's say we wanted to change this to workspace, just in case we wanted to definitely know that it worked. Let's just test that. We'll go into the game, and we're in. Grab the cookie. We need to anchor that. Give it to myself. See? There. So that all works. If it doesn't work, it won't give it to the player, unless if there's, for some reason, you've added a model which is their exact name. So if you're putting a statue and somebody's going to give you food, just make sure that you don't have a statue which is named, let's just say, this. Because otherwise, it might accidentally think that it's going to give it to this, when it shouldn't. So now we need to anchor. Oh, surprise. Okay, this. Just hide this GUI for now. So that all seems to be working, which is really good. Now we've got, you can create infinite tools of just creating a model of it or something like that. So you could have 20 milkshakes just copying these 3 items and these in here. So this coffee mug. So you could create 20 types of coffee. If there was 20 types of coffee, I'm not sure how many there is. So now we've got a sink, a bin, and everything seems to be working perfectly fine. So now we've got this all done. We've got a bin, a sink, and the reason we've got these invisible parts is because the bin is that low down that nobody can reach that height unless if the height shrink or anything like that. So that wouldn't work. So now what I'm going to try and do, and this is what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to try and create an overtop GUI. So I don't actually know how to do these, so this could go 2 ways. Now I just need to find it. Yeah, it's a billboard. Can't seem to find it. So if we were to add, let's say, a part, and this will find it. Here. So the problem is that it will go way too close like that. So what we need to do is set the size to 1 by 1 by 1 by 1, and we need to change some variables here. Always on top equals false, enabled, say 50 studs. So if you get too far away, it won't appear. we set on spawn. Yep, that can happen. Looks like everything's going good. So, now we're going to add a script in this. Game.players.player added, connect, function, player, and then we're going to do script.parent, background. We need to just change some variables of this. Text like that, text color. Yep, that seems alright. Script.parent. And then we need to do game.players. No. Player.character added connect function character. So then character, and so the character you can see name, character local name equals player dot name, local head equals character dot head, local GY equals GY script dot parent clone. So I'm not sure if this will work, but I hope it will. GY dot parent equals player. So let's just test that for now and see if it goes above our head. And it's easy to just change the name, because you can just find the name of the player. For some reason it's not done. So if we go into my head here, for some reason it's not added. It's set the GUI clone to player. It needs to set a clone to the head. So let's just stop that. Down to script. Head. Play. And now that we're in, you see, it's done that. So what we need to do is not always on top. No. But we're going to set the Y higher. So I think this is the one. I did way too many studs. Yep, that's the one. So what we need to do, we need to go into the billboard GUI, extension offset, and then that's the offset. But we're actually only going to set it to probably something like 1, no, 2, 2.5. So copy that. So in here, we can just go into here and paste. And this should work. If we go into here, just like this. So it's not made of our heads. For some reason it's going to do that. I don't exactly know why. I'll try and fix it. So that's the inside of the head. If we do always on top, then you can see it like that. I think we'll set always on top to true though. Seeing as 50 studs isn't that many studs. So the good thing is that you won't lag if there's 100 or so people in the server because of this. So now what we need to do is set the name to what it needs to be. So then we need to do script.parent.text equals character equals name. So what it should be is if we go into the game, it should come up with our name. And that runs. For some reason it hasn't. Showing no error. Oh, that's why. GUI dot and then the GUI dot and what's in here, text label dot text, and that's what it's going to equal. So that should work this time. I think I spelled text wrong by accident. Text label there. So it might work. I think I might have left out label there. No, it didn't. I think I know the issue. Yeah, that's got a capital L. So this is the thing what you need to do. You need to make sure that everything's exactly spelled right. If it's not, then it won't work. And hopefully, if we get into the game, it should spell our name like that. So that's. I'm probably going to add that into another video because it's pretty helpful. It displays your name. It does bob up and down with you. And maybe we should fix that issue as well. I do need to find where this GUI is. I'll find it later, I think. Max distance, we're probably only going to set it to 20 or something like that. Seeing as it's going to get inside of the way if it's not. So you can't zoom out too far. 20 studs is pretty good. You can always increase it if you were to follow this, but I think I'm going to stick with 20 studs for now. So we're going to change that name to overhead name, and that should all be working. So we've got pretty much everything you need for a basic cafe, except for the building design, which I might do, even though I'm not that good at building. I can try. And then we've also got if you wanted any other like tools, so we can add like 20 cookies and all the design. Animating you've pretty much done, and obviously if you want to do everything according to a group, you can always set a rank here, and in here you can go local player. Actually, we can do this in a different script, it'll be easier. Or we can do it in here. I think I can do it in here. Local player equals game.players local player, and if player get rank in group 2, let's say that's group, I'm not sure if I'm in the group, maybe 14, then script.parent.visible equals, and then false, else script.parent.parent, so script.parent.parent destroy. So script.parent.parent.active actually. So let's see, I don't think I'm in group 14. So we press play, we get inside the game, and then once we're in, we grab our, so you can still see the name there, but for some reason that's still there. Oh, obviously. So in groups there is a set of numbers of roles. It goes from 1 to 255. 255 is automatically set as the owner, and 1 you can set by itself. It actually goes from 0 to 255, but 0 it means that they're not in your group. So obviously, for this group you need to be the owner or higher, but you can't actually be higher than the owner in this group, in any group. And then play. Once press play, we get into the game, and it should, as you can see here, work. I mean the GUI works, the overhead GUI, and this GUI isn't here because I am not in the group, and I'm not that role in that group. So obviously you can put that in, and you can put that in with all of your script, in with some of those scripts, or the GUI scripts will probably work with that. Or you can put it inside the grab the mug. So in this mug, you can go if clicked get rank ranking group, and then whatever your group ID is. So your group ID is the thing at the top of your screen, so it could be like that. And then if it's above 5 or rank 5, if it's above rank 5, so it will look something like this. If, and then click get rank in group. Obviously this would have to be inside there, and then let's say it's greater than 255, so 253, then, and then you just do that, and then you can add an end at the end. So that looks like it will work. That's everything we need to really do. So we've got the sink, the bin, the cookie, the dispenser, and the mug. So you could make different variations of this, but you can literally just copy all the scripts you need to copy, and well, that's really it. I'm literally just hitting that one. So I think we might make one more thing, and I think we'll start looking at like game passes next time. There should be a video on that by then, hopefully, and I hope there's a video tomorrow. I'm not sure about that, but either way, thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day. See ya. Links are coming soon.